I have done this in 5 years. My question is, in 5 years, what are you going to be doing in 5 years to make life better for everyone? Or are you going to be a continuation of the problem? I want to be the solution. That's my vision. All right, so this is the potager garden at Mezzocello. Again, it has a steel fence by design. On the perimeter are tomato boxes, which are actually Victoria's Secret bra display cases that they got rid of, and I turned into tomato boxes. I just lined them with the same rubber that I used in the pond, and they grow great tomatoes. And when I have animals that expire or are killed, they get planted in the bottom of that. I get tomatoes. Everything is an ecosystem here. That's my mission. 4 words: grow, maintain, sustain, explain. Mezzocello is an urban farm designed because I realized from working with the Past Foundation that kids don't understand where food comes from. They don't understand the costs, they don't understand the intricacies, and they don't understand the nutrition component of it. So after watching this over 4 years, the same, I said, I've got a huge piece of property here. What if I just took those ideas and started them and paid attention to them 24/7? It was when I was 37 and I had an autoimmune disease that destroyed my esophagus. I have a bionic esophagus built from my stomach. And I was facing an existential crisis, right? How I can't eat sugar, I can't eat fat, I can't eat ultra-processed food. I have to have fresh food. Fresh vegetables are extraordinarily expensive, 300% markup. So my husband and I said, well, what could we do to make fresh food? So we built Mezzocello, but we had to make it sustainable. We had to make food, but we also had to create beauty. We had to create community. We had to create systems that would support each other. And that's what Mezzocello is. Rick's garden is beautiful. It's the biomass. It's the garden everyone loves about Mezzocello. My garden is a machine for making food and teaching kids what food is and what it takes to make food accessible. I built it myself with friends from my own pocket. But I believe in it. It's a good system. And when the water comes out, it's really pressurized. This will go anywhere you need it to go.
What is that water? So that water is collected from the rain?
The rain. And it's pumped from my, each one of these solar panels has a pump underneath it, and I just have to attach a hose to the bottom and they pump up in there. Soda ash, ashes, ground down with a little bit of phosphorus and glycerin. You cook it and it becomes soap. And you put that in the soap dispensers and kids wash their hands from the good intentions of other kids. That's how soap is made. That's how soap was made 300 years ago, and now it's just an industrial process. This is the maximum amount I can buy of soda ash and phosphorus on Amazon without getting reported to Homeland Security. It's enough to make this much soap. But I've built these systems to grow celery from celery stalks in this garden. And you can already see all 6 of them are thriving. These are onions, carrots are here. Carrots will be coming up, and all 3 of these will be mirepoix gardens, so that we can preserve them, can them, and use them all through winter. This is Canterbury tail. It's basically 8 gallons of gin with parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme, and lemons and limes and peppercorns that I grew last summer in it. And it is an amazing cocktail. I'm totally a mad scientist. Rick says, my husband says I'm a mad scientist. But why would you have a uncurious scientist? Or why would you have a boring scientist? Why would you have a scientist that just wants to be mundane? I want a scientist with passion. I want a scientist willing to fail, because that's where all the great things in our culture have come from. Penicillin, right? Radioactivity, atomic energy. We need mad scientists, and we need people to love them so that they can live lives that won't destroy themselves. That's a mad scientist. I'm definitely a mad scientist. You ask me, is it hard to do this? Absolutely not. Because when I see a kid that says, I see this, and I want more of this, and this is the career I'm going to choose, why would that not be enough for you? My entire childhood, I was overlooked. I knew what I wanted. I just needed something to push me to do it, right? And when I got pushed to make that choice, I realized kids just really need someone to believe in them. And the moment you question their ability to do it is the moment you sabotage their ability to do it. You just need to trust them. And you need to trust yourself that they can actually do this. Today was a great day. It's a beautiful day. I'm proud of what I've done. Is it a mess? Absolutely. But so is your life. So is every person's life. Mine is just green. If I've influenced one person, I probably wasted my time. But if I've influenced at least 300, bravo. And those 300 kids coming this summer are paid for by grants that I just won, because this vision deserves a voice. And I'm proud of that.